Hello everyone and welcome to Bloggrana Everything and welcome back to the channel. And let's just pretend like it hasn't been 3 or so weeks since you last heard from me, because let's pretend that I told you that I'd been struggling with some poor health for a bit and just some needing a rest. Yeah, let's just say that's what happened, because that is what happened. But what did happen though today, I think right at the start of the season, FC Barcelona registering a 5-0 win to kick off the campaign. And I mean, look, I don't know what better way there could be to respond to everything that's been going down, whether it's not getting Julian Alvarez or Real Madrid signing so many people and, Barcelona only managing just three humble signings, in Gordon, Adeyemi, and Rodri. We got to see two of said signings make their debuts here for Barca. That was Adeyemi and Gordon, and Adeyemi got on the score sheet whilst Gordon got 2 assists for Raphinha and for Fermin. And honestly speaking, it was I don't think there's that much more you could have asked from this performance for Barca, because even just like looking at the players who we had out there, the starting 11, wasn't our strongest starting 11. No Kubarsi, no Joao Cancelo. I would say no Alejandro Balde, but right now it's really looking like he might be on his way out of FC Barcelona, which is just, for me, it's a bit of a crazy thing, just simply because do we even have a replacement for him? Like when he goes out, because we'll just have Joao Cancelo. Xavi Espart made a good argument for himself today. He's not even a left back, he's actually a right back. But, I guess when you're from La Masia, fullback is just fullback, right? It shouldn't really matter. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, good debut, like I said here, from both Adeyemi, who started this match, and Gordon, who came on as a substitute. And of course, Ferminator just picking up where he left off. Honestly, if Spain had this guy in their squad, they would have steamrolled everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know Spain were lacking some goals despite them managing to win the World Cup. And look at me out here talking like they didn't win it. Anywho, man, I don't really know what I can say here, okay? Because I can say that I was very encouraged with the performance that I saw. Raphinha grabbing a brace, getting an assist, deservedly the man of the match. I mean, there's been so much said about him as well, Saudi offers, all of that stuff. But, it's good to see that he's able to just put that behind him. And I know that there's probably a bunch of Brazilians who are watching this and they're thinking like, why can't he play like this for Brazil? And well, the reason why he can't play like that for Brazil is, first of all, you play Vinicius in his position, and secondly, your system it's trash. It does not bring out the best of him. You do not play the system doesn't play to his strengths, put it that way. Whereas at Barcelona, he has that. And honestly, I'm hoping that he just retires from international duty, because I don't need him picking up unnecessary injuries. But hey, that's just now me being a selfish Barca fan. We could say relatively quiet night for Yamal here, and a good win in that, this is just a reminder that, hey, there are these matches where Barca don't actually need Yamal. So, this is one which he could have sat out, and I think in future he probably will sit out some of these matches. Now, looking at how well, things went today, a bit of a worry for this young man right here, Gavi. He did go off injured, and the upside is that he was with the team, full time to, go and applaud the fans and whatnot. So hopefully that means it wasn't a very serious injury. It's just one of those knocks where he couldn't carry on, and Barca just said, hey, let's just sub him off, bring on Pedri. That's my hope. Marc Bernal as well, solid performance we got to see from him, and really he's going to be one of our major players this season, just simply because, both Frankie and Rodri do kind of have some injury situations, and, we won't be able to see Rodri anytime soon making his debut, and Frankie we won't see until like next year probably at this rate, right? But that means Bernal is going to have a lot of minutes, and I guess it's going to mean a lot of minutes for Casado as well. I mean, I know he was not amongst Barcelona's bench, right? Yeah, he wasn't there. He wasn't on the bench. You know, neither, of course, pretty notably was neither was Alejandro Balde. Although, you know, this is saying Marc Casado has a transfer pending, so we'll see how all of that is going to turn out. But in the meantime, I think we can be all happy with what we saw, right, Kool-Aids? There's no complaints here. 5-0 win. I mean, already we're at the top of La Liga, so maybe this season we'll just spend the whole season at the top. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, somebody in the capital with gray hair and with a Portuguese name would be very pissed off at that. But hey, who cares? What's next for Barcelona, of course, is, you know, Barca didn't exactly start their season at the same time as everybody else. You know, you may have noticed Barcelona did not play a match last weekend when they should have. What's going to happen now, though, is I do know this, you know, this week, you know, like 4 days from now, which is what, a Wednesday, Barcelona is going to be playing against Athletic Club and their new manager, Edin Terzic. Barca will be the home team. So we'll see how that's going to pan out. You know, we're looking forward to it. Sure. First home match of the season. And I mean, if Barcelona can carry on with this kind of, you know, momentum, this kind of verve in the games that they're playing, then hey, I think they are just going to be fine. But you let me know what you think, guys. Aside from that, I thank you all for tuning in. Do have a great day, and Forza Barça.